Hey everyone, it's Cassandra with Premier Martial Arts in Apex, North Carolina. So, today we're going to have another fun class. What we're going to do is work on the difference between defensive and offensive moves and kind of describe what those two things are. So, let's go ahead and hop onto it. I don't know if you guys can hear the music in the background. If you guys don't know where we're located, we're actually right beside the Bach to Rock. And, well, we're right between the Bach to Rock and Apex, North Carolina, the Lake Pine Plaza. And we're between that and the ice cream place. So, really cool, fun place to be. Lots of kids running by right now. Lots of music from the bands next door. But we're going to go ahead and hop into this workout. First thing we're going to do is just arm swings. So we're going to have our arms out to the side. And let's go ahead. Swing them in, swing them out, to the front, to the back. Just going to get our bodies moving and a little warm before we hop into those defensive and offensive techniques. Good. The next thing that we're going to do is arms out to the side and twist. When we do this, as always, lift the heel off the ground. Let the foot naturally turn with the body. Takes pressure off of the knee, as well as it sets us up so when we're doing those hooks and other techniques later or any other time, we kind of see that natural turn that our body has. Does that power whenever we have our hips, knees and toes pointed in the same direction. Good. From here, let's go arm swings to the front. And arm swings to the back. Perfect. Let's do a quick little swim. And swim to the back. Great job. Now we're going to do some leg raises. Just like always, you can keep these low, raise them higher as you feel comfortable. Ready? Right foot back, and we're going to throw our hands up just like this. Good. So from here, leg swing. Starting out at the waist, raising them higher. 1. We're going to go nice and slow for everybody. 2, 3. If you need to slow it down more, make sure you do that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to go to 10. 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side back. So left leg's in the back. That's the leg that we're going to be swinging in these leg swings. Keeping both legs straight, just pulling them up. Start low, slowly get higher as you get a little warmer, and test out your kind of flexibility and the limits of your body. Right? Don't follow along me. Go with your body. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, we're going to do some cool little leg swings out to the side. We start on my right side here. My right leg's going to come out to the side. I'm going to swing it back through as well, and then have it more come down the middle to show you first. Ready? So it's going to look like this. Leg swings up and back, just like that. So when we're continuing, if you need to grab onto a chair or wall, remember to always do that. Always modify the move so it best works for your body. Make sure the chair that you use or a sofa or a table is nice and sturdy though. So when we do this, you can hold on if you need to. We're going to have it here, throw back through, and back up again. Ready? So on my count, your leg's going to be out. Remember, keep it low. Raise it up as you feel comfortable. When your leg swings across, if you feel any discomfort, don't swing across so hard, or just go with the side leg raise. So 1 and through. Good. So I'm trying to take it slow. 2. Good. 3. Hope you guys got it. Ready? 4. 5. 6. We're only going to go to 8. 7. And 8. Now this can be super hard to keep your balance, especially if you're a beginner or if you're not used to doing balancing drills. Things like yoga, other sports that have a lot of balance, and you're not a martial artist. Ready? So same thing here. Legs comes across and in. It's hard to go too slow, but do it at your own count. Give me 8 of them, okay? Or follow along with my count if you can. Ready? 1. Good. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Back across. And then down. All right. Next thing we do is some leg raises or uppercut kicks or leg raises to the back here. I'm going to start on that right side again. I'm going to have my hands up. Always looking over the shoulder we're kicking with. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're only going to 8. 7, and 8. All right, we're not doing as many of these as we did with the front ones, but most of the kicks we're doing today are just regular front kicks. But I like to go ahead and warm up the entire hips while we do this. Looking over my left shoulder this time, left leg, that uppercut kick or that back leg raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you can always hold on to something. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect. So whenever we're doing kicks or leg raises, either one, feel free to go ahead and lean your body a bit. So my back doesn't have to be straight up as I come out to the side. I can lean. It's actually good to find your balance and lean a bit. Okay? So just a little tip for in the future. The next thing we're going to do is let's go ahead and hop into that defensive versus offensive thing. What does defensive mean? So maybe if you play football, you understand the difference between defensive and offensive. Or, if you're a little bit older, of course, you probably just understand the difference between those two. But if you're a kid, sometimes that's really hard. These words sound really similar, and they're not words we use in regular day speech often. So let's talk about what those two things are. I'm going to automatically show you something while we're doing it. The first thing I'm going to say is defensive. Maybe that gives you an idea so far. Ready? And offensive. Okay, so what's the difference there? When I said defensive, I took a step back. I put my hands up. My palms are facing out here. So I have the shoulders shrugged up, right? Now, this is defensive. This is like, hey, I don't want any of your problems, right? Hey, no, don't touch me, stop. My palms are facing out. I'm letting you know that I want you to stop where you are. Don't do anything. I'm like up to protect myself, but I'm not really interested in fighting or anything like that, right? So in martial arts, when we talk about defensive versus offensive, defensive is when we're in protecting ourselves mode, okay? Now, what's the difference between that and offensive? This time when I say offensive, remember I'm stepping forward. I'm stepping into it. I have my fist up, and I look like I'm ready to fight, right? I'm in almost the exact same stance. So no matter what, without stepping forward or backwards, this and this is very similar, right? But what's the difference? Defensive, I'm stepping back, away from somebody, an opponent or someone that wants to try to harm me, and I put my hands up like I'm saying no. Okay, when I'm being offensive, I'm stepping in, I have my fist up. This automatically looks like I want to fight, right? I have my fist up, and I'm prepared to go, right? I'm not saying either one of these are right or wrong. If you're presented with a situation, eventually, if you're backed into a corner, you might have to go straight to this, and that's fine. If we're not backed into a corner, before we get backed into a corner, we're always going to go defensive first, okay? Premier Martial Arts, part of our creed even says, I will use common sense before self-defense and never be abusive or offensive. So think about what that means. We're going to use our common sense first, right? So if someone comes up to me, am I going to start attacking them? No. I'm going to run away. There's a door right here. I know you can't see it. But also I can run down this way. There's a door in the back, okay, that I know you also can't see. But my point is, I'm not backed into a corner. I have options to get away. And that's the first thing I want to do. But what comes next? What comes next is I'm defensive. I'm stepping away from that person. I'm telling them I'm not interested. I have my palms out. No. In fact, let's practice that a couple times. Ready? We're going to throw our hands up. We're going to say no. Because I believe everybody should practice saying no. Ready? And 1. We're going to step back. Hands up. Palms facing out. No. Ready? And from a neutral stance. 2. No. Good. Ready? And 3. No. Ready? 4. No. One more time. 5. No. All right. Perfect. Now, say it didn't work. I couldn't run away, so my common sense just says I'm stuck here. Maybe there's multiple people. Maybe I'm backed into a corner in such a way that I just realistically can't get to a door without being harmed. First thing I'm still going to do is say no. But I've used my common sense. I can't get away. I've used my self-defense here. I'm going to try to block and do what I can. What comes next? Sometimes you do have to be a little, not necessarily offensive in the sense of you're going to attack, but you have to do enough to get away from that person. So this quickly becomes this, okay? So when we're in that defensive situation, don't think of yourself as weak and harmless. Think of yourself as powerful and in control, telling them how you feel. No, I don't want any problems with you. I'm not interested in fighting, right? So from here, we have that defensive, no. I'm in control, I'm in power, I'm firmly telling someone what's going to happen. No, right? No, I'm not interested in messing with you, no, right? But if something happens, I'm still also protecting myself. My hands are up, and I can easily go to an offensive situation. But before we get to all those offensive type things, let's go ahead on the offense, right? I want to go ahead and talk about defensive moves. So we're going to start in that guard stance, defensive guard stance. So ready, right foot back, hands up. But instead of fists, let's turn our palms out. Good. From here, in the defensive situation, there's still a lot of things I can do. If someone throws a jab at me, I can knock it out of the way. Now, this is not saying I'm going to, bam, I'm going to hit them, I'm going to break their arm or anything. No, we're taking the energy that's coming forward, we're going to move it to the side to help us maybe get away. So if I was stuck in a corner and I'm telling someone no, they throw a punch at me, I can go here, no. And maybe while their energy is being forced to the front there, right, off to the side, I now made my way closer to this door and I can get away. So let's practice that guard stance, right foot back, hands up, palms facing out. Lead hand here is going to do a parry strike. See, I'm just going to turn that front foot a bit, knock something out of the way. Not too much, but just a little bit. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, one more time, and 8. Go. Now we're going to do one with the rear hand as well. And when I do that, the same thing, I'm going to kind of do that little bit of a turn, lean my body, and push the hand out to the side. Ready? That rear hand. And 1, take your time with it. 2, we just want to practice the right motion here. 3, this is going to be a big motion. 4, just enough to knock their hand out of the way. 5, 6, 7, one more, and 8. Perfect. We have a lot of blocks we use here at Premier Martial Arts. This is one of the most basic ones, but we actually teach you this in an introductory lesson. All right, the next one that we're going to do is a cover. We also go over this one a little bit in that introductory lesson. So I'm going to take my lead hand here. I'm going to run it up like I'm running my hands through my hair if it was all out. And I'm going to grab the back of my head. My elbow's going to be forward. I'm pulling my shoulder up, my head against that arm. Why is my head against the arm? Well, my arm's out here and somebody hits me from the side, bam, my arm's going to knock into my face, and that's going to hurt and throw me off a bit, okay? So I'm going to keep that in close. Good. In this situation, I actually have glasses on today. If someone knocks that, bam, I knocked my own glasses when I did that. My glasses could easily be knocked off. If I'm here nice and firm, I'm actually holding my glasses down into my face a bit, and my glasses aren't going to go anywhere. So bonus for all you guys that have glasses, or if you're wearing shades that day, it's really bright and sunny, whatever. So what we're going to do is cover with that lead hand. So lead hand's the one in the front, remember? 1, let's cover. Good, and down. 2, see I'm shrugging both shoulders up. I'm keeping this hand nice and high, but I can still see everything. Good, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Perfect, let's do the same thing, rear hand. Bam, ready? 1, good, still shrugging up that shoulder. 2, tuck it in tight. 3, rub that hand back, grab the back of your head. 4, 5, make sure you can still see though. Good, 6, 7, and 8. Great job. Next one we're going to cover is actually a shield. Cover, huh? We just did covers. Ready? We're going to do a shield. So what is that? Before, what we were doing, protecting with the parry, we're pushing something like a jab or cross out of the way. When we cover, that's going to be something coming from the side. Think about a hook or an overhand punch, something like that. If it's coming down and around, that's what we're going to cover from. Now, what happens if they're coming with maybe a kick or something like that? If you find someone on the street or there's someone on your playground messing with you, whatever else, more than likely, if they decide to throw a kick, most people stick to hands. If they throw a kick, they're probably not well trained in kicks anyway. So I don't want you to think that we're throwing this up and we're just going to break our leg here, right? We are just protecting ourselves for a moment, okay? Because we're probably better trained to take a kick than they're trained to throw that kick, okay? So we're just going to hear, right? And then we're going to be able to hopefully get away while they're still disoriented from kicking. Because kicking takes a lot out of you when you kick a target and you're not experienced with kicking targets or kicking in general. So let's start with that lead side. Ready? What we're going to do is just pull that hand up. Hopefully your hands are already up at this point, whether they're here or here, right? Hands are up, so I'm just going to pull it here. Pull my elbow a little bit more forward. I'm going to bring that knee towards the elbow. Scrunch my body a bit. Tuck my shoulders in, protecting my body. So if something like a kick's coming from the side, or a rogue technique. I'm not sure what it is. I see it's coming from the side. Bam. That's a shield. Ready? So lead side here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I throw up my hand like this. 5. You do not have to throw your hand up like this. 6, but you can. 7, 8, and good. Let's do the rear side. So now with the rear, the exact same thing, but we're just going to pull it here and then pull it back to the back again. So that back leg's going to come up like a knee to the front. Good. And that elbow is just going to come forward and they're going to meet a bit. Ready? 1. Just protect yourself. 2, 3, 4. Half it there. 5, 6, 7. Last one, 8. Bam. Good. Next thing that we're going to work on, these have all been really protecting us, right? I'm going to parry, pushing something out of the way. I'm going to cover, protecting myself. Here, shielding from something, right? The next thing that we're going to do, seems like maybe it's an offensive technique, right? We're using offense, right? We're not. This is also defensive. You can consider it either way, but for the most part, I want you to think of the application of this kick. We're going to start with the back leg first and push through, and then we're going to switch sides and try it on the other side. So, when I said push through, it's exactly what we're doing. We're doing a push kick, and I want you to think of it as when we were doing the parry blocks, these. What are we doing? We're pushing a technique out of the way, right? Okay, now push kick, we're pushing a person out of the way. That's the difference here. A lot of times this is going to be a follow-up towards the end of something. Maybe I parried, maybe I threw, or Krav Maga, right? We're going to throw an attack right away to stun them. Then push kick, so I can make it to the door. I push them with the push kick. I'm going to push them down, or at least push them hard enough. They're going to be stunned, and now I can make it away. So this is something that comes more towards the end, possibly after something like a parry or a cover, after the follow-up, but then push kick. All right, so let's break down that push kick. We're using that rear leg. When we do that in the back here, that's going to get more power, more generation with the hips, but also, too, we're going to need to push forward with that hip. So this is my right leg in the back here, my right side hip. I want you to think about pushing that hip forward like this. Bam! Okay? So I'm leading, pushing this one. They're both pushing forward, but this leg here, I'm just going to show you with a knee. I'm going to have here, and I'm going to push it forward. So look at that angle. Instead of keeping it like this in most kicks, what we're doing is here, I'm going to, bam, that out. Now that push kick, I'm going to stay on the side for a second. My foot's going to make a circular motion, like I'm actually pushing something, okay? So that same motion I just made with my hands, we're going to do that with our leg. Taking that back leg here, bam. Okay, think if you had to push down a door or something like that. So that same pushing, thrusting forward, as well as landing in the front, because I want you to push all your power. You're not going to have anything for that return. We're going to push all our power forward. Pull back our toes, pull them back. Hitting with the ball of the foot. Remember that's the part under the toes here, across here. Hitting with the ball of the foot. We're pushing in a circular motion. And then back. Ready? So let's do that rear leg. Hands up. Right leg. Push kick. 1. We're going to take our time. So everybody did the kick, thought about it, and stepping back. Ready? 2. Good. 3. Good. We're just 6. 4. Very good. 5. And last one. 6. Good. Let's switch sides. I'm going to put that left foot in the back. All right. There's a lot of other methods when we do offense here. And in just a moment, I'm going to show you a switch kick. So if your foot's in the front, you can still get power, switching it to the back really quickly, and then executing with that leg. But we're going to just practice with them in the back. I don't know what level you are, but you're amazing and you're doing a great job. And I like to make this friendly for all levels. So we're going to practice with the foot in the back. Rear, left leg this time. Hands up. Circular motion with the foot. Pull the toes back, hitting with the ball of the foot, and pushing the hips forward. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And stop. Ready. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to offensive techniques. So we have defensive parry, moving strikes, techniques out of the way, cover, protecting ourselves, shield, we're shielding, right? We're protecting ourselves. And now we did a push kick. That can be something too that goes back to more of a common sense move even and defensive to help us then get away. Okay? We're using a little bit of offensive to be defensive. All right, so Krav Maga. If you know anything about Krav Maga, maybe you don't, let me tell you something about it then. If you do, that's super cool. We like to counter strike at the same time we're doing something to avoid. So if someone grabbed my arm or something else, right, I would come in. The second I come in and I'm releasing, I'm going to follow up with strikes and techniques. All right, so of course getting away is the most important thing, but we also realize too in self-defense that as you're getting away from someone and you're being defensive, if you can strike them, you have more time to react and get away from the situation. So another situation is if someone grabs me, we do a lot of these pulls where we maybe pull a hand off or by twisting it. We have to be fast, we have to be good with those techniques. But even better than that, before they can react to us pulling their hand away or something, I'm going to go ahead and strike. If I'm pulling away and striking, now that I'm striking them, this is obviously a groin shot, right? Down low. If I'm striking them down low, I pull their hand away, they're shocked I even reacted, and then I'm striking them in a spot that typically hurts pretty bad, right? What do you think they're going to do? They're going to bend over in pain and confusion. And that's what we want, because that gives me plenty of time to make it to the door, to make it to call for help, to yell out for somebody, and to get away. All right, so as we talk about that, that's part of the reason we do use offensive strikes. Of course, always try to get away, use common sense before self-defense. And then after that, we obviously do strikes and whatever else. Okay, so right foot back, hands up. Let's go ahead and do a jab. I know you guys are excited. So punches, jabs, and crosses. Jab's going to be that front hand. Cross is going to be their rear hand. Ready? Let's just do a jab. 1, that's that front hand punch. Don't think about it too much. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Let's do a cross. Cross is a punch with that back rear hand. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So once again, sometimes with techniques, I don't want you to think about it too much. If you're here in class in front of me, if you come in for an introductory lesson, I really break those down. I also have broke those down in some other videos. But for now, we're just going to throw some of them out. Don't think too much. We've already done a lot of thinking today as far as everything else. Now, we're going to do a all 1, 2, right? So we're going to do that nice jab cross. Ready? Like every boxer has this in their toolbox. If they don't, how can you be a boxer? We're going to kickboxer, or Muay Thai, or MMA, or you get the picture. Hands up, ready? And we're going to do 1, 2, or a jab, cross. Ready? 1. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do 10. 8, 9, 10. Bam. Very good job. All right, let's do a front snap kick. So before we did a push kick, circular motion, pushing the hips, pushing them away. Now we're going to do a snap kick. What's the difference? The difference is, bam, I'm just throwing it out there and I'm striking really quick. Snap kick can be to different areas. Let's try to throw some rib cage level to start with, okay? So bam, hit them in the rib cage, maybe right underneath it or right, so we can kind of get the lungs, knock the wind out of them a bit with this kick. Rear leg, hands up. We're just going to snap it out, still pulling back the toes, hitting with the ball of the foot. 1, 2, 3, turn to the side. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, ready? Switch sides. So left foot's in the back this time. Same thing, that front snap kick. Hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great job. From here, let's move it on again. Let's do a bit of let's go to guard stance, right foot back, hands up. We're going to do go ahead, jab, cross, rear leg, snap kick. Ready? 1, jab, cross, snap. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more time, 6. Switching sides for me. Jab, cross, snap. So what does a jab, cross on this side look like? It's going to look like jab, lead hand, that's the opposite hand we just had. cross, rear hand, and then rear leg this side, snap kick. 1, jab, cross, snap. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 6. Great job. After this, we're going to do that switch kick I talked about earlier. So start with the right leg back, hands up. Let's kick with that front leg. How can we do that? We're going to put it in the back to get more power, okay? How do we get it in the back? Well, first of all, we're just going to put it in the back, switch sides, and then we're going to kick. It's literally that easy. We're going to take it really slow like that for the first 4. Then we're going to do 4 more, sped up a bit. So work on that technique, hands up, looking forward. Good, that. Left leg's in the front, step it to the back. Right leg in the front, kick with the left leg. Good, and step back, guard stance, right foot back. Ready? 2. Front foot back foot forward, kick, and switch back to a guard stance with your right foot back. 3, step, kick, and step back to guard stance. 4, step, kick, and then switch back to guard stance. Good, now we're going to do a little bit more of a kind of a skip to it, I would almost say, but we're just going to switch it up a little bit faster. Step, like that, kick. If you need to keep it slow, keep it slow. We're going to do 4 about this speed. Ready? 1, step, kick, and back to guard stance. 2, back to guard. 3, 4. Good. Ready to switch sides. So our right foot's back right now. Let's put the left foot in the back. Good. Now the right foot's going to step back. Left foot's going to step to the front. Kicking with that back right foot now. Perfect. So let's try it together. Hands up. Nice and slow. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps forward. Back, right, kick, snap kick. And then switch guards. Back to that southpaw guard stance with the left foot back. Good. 2. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps forward. Right foot kicks. And switch it back. Guard stance, left foot back. 3. Step, step, kick. And then you just switch back to guard stance on the other side. 4. Step, step, kick. And switch it back. Good. Now we're going to speed it up just a little bit. So step, step, kick is what we're going to do. Ready? So we're going to have our hands up, a left foot back. Bam. Good. 1. And switch it to guard. Good. 2. Perfect. 3. Worry about that kick. And then slowly you just come back to a regular guard. And 4. Good job. All right. So I had made up a song before. We're going to do that song today. It's a head, shoulders, knees, and toes song. If you haven't watched any of those videos, hope you like this one because we're going to do the song. Follow along the best you can. We're going to work with some strikes we didn't do in this video, but we've done previously. Start in guard stance, right foot back. Go. We're going to start with just our hands up. Doesn't matter how your hands up. The first thing to do is head. So we're going to remember to bring our hands up. Protect our head. Good. Shoulders, shrug the shoulders up. That's another form of protection, right? So what we're going to do is knees, bring up shield, bring up a knee, and toes, push kick. Good. And then when we say knees and toes again, we're going to do rear shield, rear push kick. Good. Now, the next part of the song says eyes. We're going to do that jab cross. So the eyes, ears. We're going to do 2 hooks. If you don't know the hook, just follow along. Eyes, ears, mouth. Bam, uppercut right under that jaw. And nose. Palm heel strike, palm heel strike. We know that that's one of the most effective places to throw those, so that's what we're going to throw. Palm heel strike, you're literally hitting with the palm of your heel. Pull your fingers in, thumbs to the side. Bam, bam. Good. So let's go through it as a song. I'm going to kind of sing it a little, do the best I can. Hope you sing it all along with me. Hands up. Ready? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Eyes, ears, mouth, nose, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Great job, everyone. Practice that If anybody wants to practice it and send me a video of it, I would absolutely love it, especially if I could post it to my Facebook page. I love it when you guys do things and send me videos. All right, last thing we're gonna do just to wrap everything up, we're gonna do a couple of combos, ab combos on the ground really quick, and we're gonna cool down. So what we're gonna do is come down to the ground onto our backs. We're gonna do a combo move. So we're gonna come up into a full setup with a jab and cross. So my nice little boxer setups. And then we're gonna push into a hip bridge. What does that look like? So we're gonna set it down on the ground, roll up, hands up, jab, cross, or basically 2 jabs, right? Good. As we roll back down, smack the ground, push up, hip bridge. Good. Now we're gonna come back up, jab, cross, roll back down, hip bridge, and continue. Ready? So starting on the ground here, hands up, 1, come up, bam, bam, come back down, hip bridge, perfect, 2 punches, bam, hip bridge, 3, good, 4, we're going to do 6 of these, 5, and 6. Perfect. While we're down on the ground, stay here for me. We're going to go ahead and do a bit of a cool down and stretch. Legs wide. So go to the point of comfort, slightly past that. Only a slight discomfort for me today. Push the heels out wide, toes pointing straight up. Good. Interlace the fingertips. Ready? Let's stir our soup. 1, 2, 3. Go. We're going to go the opposite direction. Think about your breathing this time. Ready? We're going to exhale forward. Inhale. Good. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Great job. Sit up nice and tall for me right here. Back is straight. Ears floating over top of those shoulders. Shoulders over top of the hips. Place the hands out in front of us. Keeping that back straight. We're just tilting at the hips. And reaching forward. Good. Remember, keep the heels pointed out. Toes up. Backs of your knees engaged with the floor. Walk your hands over to one side. To the middle. And to the other side. And to the middle. Good. We're going to come back up. We're going to tuck our right side down. Left arm up and over. Good. Other side. Tuck that right arm down. Left arm down. Right arm up and over. And coming back up to the middle. Good. We're going to hold in the middle here. You can hold like this. Hold your fist. Doesn't really matter. Hands on your chest. All right. Fists together. Ready? Either way. Twist. Just gentle twist. Not too fast. Not too much. Very good. And we're going to stop. Good. From here, we're going to do a quad stretch on the ground. Just a quick one. Good. Ready? Pull. 1, 2, 3, 4. Other side. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4. We always like to focus our stretching on the parts that we need it more. Most people need more hamstrings than quads. If that's opposite for you, go back to that quad stretch for a little bit longer. But now, a nice straight back, reaching forward with the hands. Good, as far as you can, whether that's on your toes, beyond your feet, on your shins, on your thighs, wherever's comfortable, on your leg. We're going to reach forward. Nice little hamstring stretch. Push the heels out straight in front of you. The legs are going to be straight. Backs of the knees engaged with the ground as much as possible. Head in neutral spine, so your neck should be in line with the rest of your spine here. Good. From here, we're going to hold it 3, 2, 1, and we're going to hop up really quick, or not really quick, take your time. I'm going to have my feet out about 3 shoulder distances apart. Turn my feet out some more of that sumo squat. Coming down to that sumo squat, stretch hands on the inside of the legs or your elbows on the inside of the legs, pushing your knees out to the side. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come back up for me. So we're going to come to that ready stance. We're going to start in set. Good. Ready stance. Feet about hip distance apart or shoulder distance apart. 2 punches. Bam! Nice and strong to the ground. Ready stance. Good. From here, I'm going to say part of our creed. Even if you're not part of our school, we're going to talk about the part with the common sense and self-defense that we went over today. So repeat after me if you feel comfortable doing so. Ready? I will use common sense. before self-defense. And never be abusive or offensive. Good. Sit. Feet together, hands down by the side. I'm going to bow to you guys. Thank you for coming to class. And to show you guys respect, I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here. Make sure to like our videos. And if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe to our page. Watching on Facebook, like our page for us. And then if you want to go over to YouTube and subscribe as well, I would love to have a couple of subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Remember, reach out to me if you need anything at all. All our contact information is on our Facebook page and on our YouTube page. I believe it's also on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. All right. I will follow you guys back. I absolutely love having people I engage with over there, so I would love to have some more people. So, once again, I'm Cassandra with Premier Martial Arts in Apex, North Carolina. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great rest of your week, and I hope to see you again soon.